impresses me as one that feels passionately about the great issues that are facing our society and facing us today. The threat of our planet from global climate change, the threat to our children's families from gun violence, the threat to our economic system from growing income inequality that we see too readily around us everywhere, the threat to our civic life by political apathy or indifference, the threat to our neighbors and communities from the rising spike of opioid use and what it is doing in devastating our communities, the threat to human dignity from prejudice and indifference. The only way that we are going to successfully overcome these threats is by working together in pursuit of common goals, the people of goodwill working together. We must reject the knee-jerk reaction to attack and dismiss those with whom we do not agree. Because they hold a different opinion, they're not our enemies. They just hold a different opinion. The trick is to find out why. The trick is to listen. The trick is to really hear when you're listening, not just nod your head from time to time, but to get behind what is motivating others. We have to promote open and honest debate, or we will never be able to solve the issues that face us. Only then can we find the kinds of solutions we need to the difficult problems that face us as a nation. As soon-to-be graduates of this liberal arts university, you know more than most about the value of rational and civil discourse. In your classes, whether you majored in politics, history, women in graduate study, anthropology, or even one of the sciences, you learned how to collect facts. You also learned how to learn effectively and how to think critically. Those two things, learning effectively and thinking critically, are absolutely central to your ability to succeed and how to make a difference in the world. As the author Joyce Carol Oates put it once, at a time when politics deals in distortions and half-truths, truth is to be found in the liberal arts. There's something afoot in this country, and you are very much a part of it. And I urge you not just to be a part of it, but to be an active part of it. An active part of civic life, of our nation, of your communities, and wherever you find yourselves. As soon-to-be graduates, you understand the fundamental nature of the education you've received here at Drew, and how it has prepared you to make much-needed positive change in our world. You are now at the threshold of doing that. There are going to be a lot of other things that are going to intrude in your life, especially when you leave here today. A lot of exciting things, starting new careers, going to graduate school, some getting married, some moving on in their lives. You're going to be moving on in your lives in all different ways, but don't forget some of your basic responsibilities. And I go back to the most fundamental way to make change is to register and to vote. It means being part. It means being part of this extraordinary privilege that we have living in this country of choosing our own leaders. Voter turnout in the United States is depressing. Fewer than 2 out of every 3 eligible voters elected the 45th president. And the turnout in that deeply consequential 2018 election, it was not quite half of the eligible voters actually made it to the polls. We must do better than this, and I frankly am counting on each one of you to be the ones who do that. But I would also ask you to take it a step further on something you probably don't want to do, and that is to vote in primary elections. I know that many voters resist that. They don't want anything to do with either party. I'm an independent. Well, that's great, except that in many states that doesn't allow you to vote in primaries, and I will tell you, I think primaries are among the most important elections because that's where our choices for the future are made. And who we get to vote for in November is based on that. And if you don't vote in primaries, you lose your right to complain. You're making part of the status quo more entrenched than ever. The fact is that voting in primaries matters very, very much. Because turnout in primaries is so low, you're leaving the decision to some of the most partisan, the people who care the most about their individual party, and they tend to excite and motivate the more extreme members of that party. That means once someone is elected, what they have to worry about is the extremes, because that's where their challenges will come from. So they move further to the right and further to the left, and make that gap in the middle wider and wider and harder to overcome. So while it might feel momentarily satisfying to say, I'm an independent, who parks on both these houses, what I say to young people is, find the party that you at least disagree with. Get in it and make it what you want it to be. Because in this country, at the end of the day, it is going to be the two-party system that really works. Our founding fathers were worried about it. They warned us about it. They were concerned about what would happen when politics started to trump policy. And that's where we find ourselves today. If your political base is an ideological extreme, compromise is not just a dirty word, it's political suicide. We have to help those who are willing to stand up and say, no, I believe in something bigger than the party. I believe in my country. I believe in my constituents, and they're not all the same. They didn't all vote for me. But once you're in office, you serve all of them, not just the ones who voted for you. We see the lack of urgency in policy making. If you only have to worry about your base, then you really don't want to disturb things too much. So you don't take on the critical issues. You need to be out there demanding that people answer your questions, demanding that people address the major issues. What are we going to do about the changing climate? They say we may not want to talk about it, but it's happening. And we all know something is happening. So now we need to decide, how do we prepare for this? What do we do to make the world a better place? Because this is something that does affect all of us. We've made huge strides in reducing our air pollution over the years, over the past 50 years particularly, but there still remains much to be done. So I urge you, when you're thinking about these issues, maybe to think a little differently. Maybe not talk about climate change, which upsets a lot of people, but let's talk about human health. Let's talk about what we know. We know that the American Lung Association reported that 141 million Americans live in places with unhealthy air. 141 million. That's almost 40% of our population, and represents a 13% increase from 6 years ago. We're starting to slip backwards. And what's driving this increase? Hotter weather, higher temperatures that react with greenhouse gases. This is causing problems, but it affects our health. And when we start talking about health to people, they understand it. I'm going to ask you, because I do this a lot of times I speak, how many of you in the class of 2019, or the whole audience, how many of you know somebody with asthma, have asthma yourself, or have a relative with asthma? Just a show of hands. Now look around the room at that. We don't know what causes asthma, but we know what can trigger an attack and what can exacerbate an attack, and that's dirty air. So let's start breaking these problems down. You can find a way to do that with almost every one of the issues that we face. Break them down to their components and what really is behind them, what's causing them, and figure a way to then start to address the needs. You've received the privilege of a college education. It's an opportunity that not everyone gets, and you have to remember that. We're depending on you to make a difference, to build on the successes of the past and address the shortcomings that we find today. So as you leave Drew to make your way in the world, I urge you to commit to doing your part in making our world a better place. Do your part to make the future better, creating better jobs for the future and for the generations that are to come. But before you do, take some time out for yourselves. Take some time out to enjoy what you've achieved, to celebrate that, and celebrate it with your family and friends. Thank you very much.